Rosy Hardy Gardening. You may have seen my video on my 5 best small plants for your garden. Well, here's a bonus 5 for you. And just remember, I have decided that small for you in the garden, as in height-wise, is something that will grow to around about 40 centimetres in height, just over 1 foot. Okay, so there are some beautiful Dianthus that you can get, lovely grey foliage. This is a very old variety. This one is Dianthus Doris. Even in bud like this, it's got the most amazing perfume, and the flowers are going to open up and be the most glorious peach colour with a dark centre to them. Look at all the flowers you are going to have on here, and more coming below. So this is a plant for full sun, reasonable soil, or you can grow it in a container. Just think how wonderful it would be on a balcony with all that perfume coming off. And if you really want to, you can cut the flowers and put them inside, because they do really, really well in a vase. Grey foliage, full sun, really, really great plant, Dianthus Doris. We move from something that likes to be in full sun to a plant that really likes to be in a slightly shadier spot and is really good at running around through and underneath shrubs and trees. And this is one of the Dicentras. This is Dicentra Stuart Boothman. Beautiful cut divided foliage, a little bit of a grey hint there, so it will tolerate slightly drier soils, but it's great for going underneath your shrub roses or things like that, because it has its first flush of flower, then the foliage looks good, and then it puts on more flower, so it will keep on going and give you interest through the summertime, not getting much taller than around about 30 centimetres in height. So that is Dicentra Stuart Boothman. Now, there are lots and lots of hardy geraniums out there, and of course you'll know wherever you've got a problem in your garden, a hardy geranium can always be found to fill that problem hole in the garden. This one is a really, really lovely one. Geranium Russell Prichard, beautiful bright magenta flowers, a little bit softer perhaps than the really bright magenta, lovely foliage, really good sort of grey edge to it, and it has a grey reverse. The foliage stays hugging the ground, so it's a really good form. Flowers at around about 15 to 20 centimetres high, but it goes out to 40-50 centimetres wide, so it's going to make quite a lovely round mound, and it just repeat blooms from now on. So it is a midsummer on through to early autumn flowering perennial, and it looks great in gravel gardens, lovely hot sunny places, good as an edger, and it will grow in a container if you need it to. If it's in a container, as you can see like this, it will start to go down as well, so that is always very, very useful. Geranium Russell Prichard. Something that people don't often see is this little Silene. There are lots and lots of Silenes out there. They're known as the campions. And this one has beautiful serrated petals. They're really quite fine, and they're very divided at the top. Really pretty little thing. Very wiry stems just held up, and the foliage stays evergreen as a mat on the ground. So the foliage is really, really low, no more than say 8 centimetres, 2 inches high, and then the wiry stems come up and these beautiful white flowers on the top. So you are always going to be looking down on it, and those white flowers just ping out over the top of this foliage. Really, really fine. Just started. It's got a lot of flower to come on there. It is divisible. So you've got an evergreen mat, lovely starry flowers, really interesting the way that they have got these scalloped edges, really super thing, Silene alpestris. Then the last one for this bonus 5 is this one, which is just starting to open up its flower. It likes the sun to be out and its flowers will open up. This is a Sisyrinchium. Sisyrinchium idahoense variety bellum, and it has these wonderful strap-like foliage, and out of all of these come these buds. So every piece of what looks like leaf is going to put on buds and flower, and it has lovely seed pods in the middle here. It will self-seed, so you will get it scattering around. Free draining soil, full sun, it's really happy little bunny, and then when the sun comes out, these flowers open up and it looks really, really beautiful. Lovely violet colour. And this is a great little plant for growing in gravel gardens, maybe in a container or in cracks in paving, that sort of area. So Sisyrinchium idahoensis var. Bellum. Small plants, for instance, like the hardy geranium here, are small in stature but can be larger in the way that they grow and make clumps. Other ones, such as the Sisyrinchium here, is going to make small plants both compact-wise and height-wise. So it's really dependent on what you want. Some small plants will be small clumps and small in stature. Others will be small in height, but they will be larger in the clump that they make. Small plants make really good edging plants. They are very, very good for containers. And you know, not everybody has got room for really tall, big plant material. There are some beautiful smaller plants out there to grow. Thank you very much for listening, and please do subscribe to the channel.